Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. 1923 Season 2. Alex's darker journey after separation from Spencer, teased by star Julia Schlaepfer. Alex and Spencer Dutton have one of the most epic romances in the world of Taylor Sheridan television, but Julia Schlaepfer explains that 1923 Season 2 will be a much darker journey for them. The newlyweds were ripped apart by the family of Alex's fiancé in the Season 1 finale, with Spencer sent off in a dinghy back to the US, while Alex was sent careening into the arms of her disappointed family. But Alex promised to meet her husband in Montana, and there's no chance she's going back on her word while she's still alive. Yellowstone may have ended, but the story of the Dutton family's hegemony in Montana has just begun, and fans are eager to learn whether Alex is pregnant with John Dutton too, after her suspicious seasickness in the Season 1 finale of 1923. Either way, she has her work cut out for her when it comes to reuniting with Spencer. And the Season 2 trailer has previewed some of the dangers that lie ahead. In addition to the question of whether she will ever arrive, the show must also answer whether Alex will adjust well enough to ranch life to stay. Schlaepfer, for one, has no doubt that Alex was made for the Yellowstone life, and she had no compunction declaring her confidence in an interview with Screen Rant. John Dutton-Hayes, Kevin Costner lineage, on the other hand, was a subject on which she was much less certain. Finally, the actor offered her perspective on what Alex will think of the other Dutton family members after getting to know them exclusively through Kara's letters. 1923 has never been a lighthearted story, given that it opens with all but one of 1883's protagonists dead, and he dies shortly into Season 1. But as Elsa's narration consistently reminds us, the Duttons always endure, and the newly minted Alexandra Dutton is no different. Alex and Spencer's love is tested like never before in Season 2, and while their time together thus far has been full of dangers, Schlaepfer warned that now that they're separated, it's bad in a different way. The trailer for 1923 Season 2 highlights Alex in various high-stakes situations, from braving another dangerous sea voyage to being manhandled by a stranger, as she makes her way home to Spencer. Despite the obstacles, Schlaepfer expressed her belief that this trip is preparing her in every which way it knows how to be the future matriarch that the Yellowstone Ranch when she finally arrives. I think by the time she gets there, hopefully she'll be ready to rock, the actor added. She'll be able to handle anything after this journey. Of course, such a proclamation can only come true if Alex truly does make it to Montana alive. After all, the Season 1 premiere cautioned that many family members would not live to see the start of the new generation of Duttons. One of the most heartfelt moments between Alex and Spencer in 1923 Season 1 was earlier in their courtship, when she convinced him to set aside his demons long enough to read his Aunt Kara's letters. The vivid montage those stories inspired allowed not only the audience, but also Alex herself, to understand the Duttons and life on the ranch better. But will she find the lifestyle as enchanting once she arrives? Should she survive the journey, that is? Schlaepfer was enthusiastic about the possibility, gushing, "I hope it lives up to expectations. There are such beautiful characters on that ranch. The beauty lies not only in the Duttons, but in Alex's own tendencies. Alex loves learning about people. She loves meeting people, and she loves Spencer," Schlaepfer explained. "So if that's his family, that is her family, and I think she'd really get along with everyone out there personally." Though Duttons are currently in short supply, they are sure to expand by the time the next generation comes around. A new Dutton is likely to be born before 1923 ends, given that the next prequel series, 1944, is on its way. The question remains whether the parents will be Alex and Spencer or Elizabeth and Jack, but Schlaepfer is none too keen to point fans in either direction. As *1923* prepares to return for its highly anticipated second season, Julia Schlaepfer, who portrays Alexandra, has teased a dramatic and darker journey for her character after the heartbreaking separation from Spencer Dutton, Brandon Schlaepfer. Season 1 left fans reeling as Alex was torn from Spencer's grasp aboard the doomed ship, their love story left hanging in cruel uncertainty. Now, as Season 2 approaches, Schlaepfer hints at a transformation for Alex, one shaped by loss, hardship, and an unyielding determination to reunite with the love of her life. ###, a woman scorned by fate. Alexandra's character arc in *1923 Season 1 was a whirlwind of passion, defiance, and adventure. A British aristocrat who cast aside wealth and societal expectations for a life of raw love and freedom with Spencer, Alex embodied a fearless spirit. However, the events of the season finale shattered her world, separating her from Spencer and leaving her adrift in an uncertain fate. Schlaepfer's recent comments suggest that Season 2 will take Alex down a much darker and more emotionally complex path. She's not the same woman we saw in Season 1, Schlaepfer revealed. She's had everything ripped away from her, and that kind of pain changes a person. She's going to have to fight, harder than ever, to get back to Spencer. But it won't be easy. ###, forced to conform, but not broken. One of the most intriguing possibilities for Alex's arc is her forced return to her old life in London. After being separated from Spencer, it's likely that Alex will be dragged back into the rigid aristocratic world she once rejected. But Schlaepfer hints that while Alex may have to wear the mask of obedience, her heart and mind remain elsewhere. She's been to the wild. She's been with the man she truly loves. That changes a person permanently, Schlaepfer stated. No matter how much her family or society try to tame her, Alex is not going to be caged. Could this mean Alex is secretly plotting her escape? Perhaps she plays along with the expectations placed upon her, all while devising a plan to return to Spencer. The question remains, will she be able to outmaneuver those who wish to control her, or will the weight of duty and expectation consume her spirit? ###, the darkness within. Schlaepfer's reference to Alex's journey being darker suggests that this season will push her into emotional and psychological turmoil. Guilt, anger, and despair will likely plague her as she grapples with the possibility that she may never see Spencer again. The once carefree woman who sailed into the unknown with her lover might now find herself in a world that punishes defiance and rewards submission. The character's darkness could manifest in many ways, perhaps through a loss of innocence, a willingness to manipulate those around her, or even violent resistance against those who try to control her fate. There's also the looming threat of an unwanted engagement or marriage, a cruel reminder of the suffocating life she fled from. Could we see Alex being forced into a marriage alliance to protect her family's reputation? If so, how far would she go to escape it? ###, a parallel to Spencer's struggles. Meanwhile, Spencer's journey is far from smooth. After losing Alex, he faces a treacherous path back to Montana, where he is expected to aid his family in their battle against outside forces threatening the Yellowstone ranch. Season 2 will likely parallel Spencer and Alex's struggles, showing how both are trapped in their own battles but remain tethered by the hope of reuniting. Their love story, built on passion and rebellion, will be tested in unimaginable ways. How long can Alex endure the constraints of her old life before it breaks her? How much will Spencer have to sacrifice to make his way back to her? ###, the evolution of Alexandra. If Season 1 saw Alex as an adventurous free spirit, Season 2 might see her evolve into a cunning survivor. The darkest Schlaepfer teases could lead to Alex making morally ambiguous choices, ones that challenge who she once was. Perhaps she will manipulate those around her, using charm and intellect to escape. Maybe she will betray those closest to her in pursuit of her freedom. Or, in the most extreme scenario, could Alex resort to violence? If she finds herself in a position where she is forced into a marriage or held captive by those who wish to control her, could she take drastic measures to secure her escape? ###, a reunion on the horizon? Despite the hardships, one thing remains certain. Alex and Spencer's love story is far from over. Schlaepfer reassured fans that Alex is not the type to give up, hinting that her journey, no matter how dark, will ultimately be about reclaiming what was stolen from her.